Okay, children, to end this chapter, then we'll just talk about how the Earth system actually functions. We already mentioned many things, energy being one of them. So there is an energy cycle, right? Energy is coming in from the sun, it's trying to go back out as thermal energy, as we said. But in the meantime, it's being moved around by the winds in the atmosphere, currents in the ocean. It's going to be spent for evaporation. Remember, evaporation takes energy, moves the energy from the ocean into the atmosphere, but to remove it from the ocean, to give it to the atmosphere, you need energy which comes through the winds and the temperature differences. Hot water evaporates more than cold water and so on, right? And you have also energy going into melting glaciers, and there is an energy cycle in the sense that energy is not getting balanced on every day time scale nor in a same year, because some energy hides in the ocean and so on. And the same thing happens with carbon. Carbon is around, it goes into the atmosphere, the photosynthesis then locks it into trees, and some algae form in the ocean which photosynthesize. Those algae are eaten by other zooplankton. Phytoplankton are photosynthesizing, zooplankton are eating the phytoplankton. Zooplankton are being eaten by little fish. Bigger fish are eating little fish, and we are eating big fish. And so there is all this cycle of carbon and nitrogen and phosphorus, and the water cycle, which we call the hydrologic cycle. So the earth has all these cycles through which it functions. And what are we doing? We are basically disrupting all the cycles. We are disrupting the energy cycle by putting more greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, or changing the surface of deforestation. And we are changing the carbon cycle by removing fossil fuels and burning them and putting carbon dioxide into the ocean, atmosphere, which then has to go into the ocean and into trees and so on. If it doesn't disappear, then sorry, it begins to accumulate, and that's what we call greenhouse gas and so on. So Earth system functions through all these cycles, and the winds drive the currents in the ocean. They are all part of the cycle as well. Okay, it's the cycles that we are worried about, and how we are changing them, and what it means in terms of the weather and the climate and the heavy rain and the flash floods and droughts and wildfires, and even impacts on our health, etc. Right? See you in the next chapter, kids.